Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. To the right, and he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
66.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Set. 180.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep up. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 81 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ben to throw again. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. He spins free. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's caught by Bryant. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Brown, his first catch. It's a 1st down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go! Quarter! Monday. Ready? 180!
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
44.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Snickers, you got to spin. Quarter.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, Mayfield again, dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down, it's Carr. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The give is to Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
2nd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Snickers 66.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Quarter. Go. Whirl. Step out.
Roethlisberger will throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Focus. Snickers 66.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, wow.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. No. Check. Patriot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And an alley to run. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Quarter. Double bump.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Switzer, complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On second down, Johnson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a first down carry by Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next.